You're amazing. Hey guys, this is Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. With some difficulties with weather and technology, we still managed to come through. I am with the incredibly talented Shawney
Oh,
Rainne is
thank
here,
you.
right?
That's great.
Light and love. I mean, how can you not be relaxed and feel a good vibe when you see Shawney? We're going to talk about her music. She's going to perform at the end. Just so excited to have you. Welcome, Shawney. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm inside in the air condition, so I
Amen
feel
to
great.
that. Jeez.
Yes,
It is
yes.
crazy weather where I'm at. I'm in Orlando,
Mhm.
raining, crazy, and it's also dark in here, which makes the
Oh,
bags in
yeah,
my
it is
eyes
a little
also bad.
gloomy.
Woo! I even have a light. I don't know what's going on. But this show is not about me. It's about you. So I told you the audience loves origin story. They want to know a little bit about you, about your
Okay.
name. I had a whole bunch of people go, "Is that her name?"
Yes.
So tell us the 411 on Shawnee.
Okay, well, I actually grew up in a really small town. So I was born in Chicago, Illinois, but I was went into foster care at a young age. Was adopted by this farmer, and so I grew up on a farm, which surprises a lot of people because I'm kind of a hippie, a little hippie hippie.
You've got
Um,
that good hippie vibe. I like it.
yes, yes. And so I actually grew up in a very strict household, so very Christian, very conservative. And I didn't really have a lot of social experience because we lived in the middle of nowhere. So I didn't have a lot of access to pop culture. And so I always knew that I was passionate about creating. So I started writing when I was about 12 as kind of a form of therapy. I was a very sensitive kid.
Love
So
that.
yeah, I needed a way to like get it out, you know. So I started writing poems which turned into lyrics, and then which turned into me trying to piece things together on the piano. Um, so yeah, that's how my I guess.
So are you all self-taught? So was your, obviously, genetics don't necessarily mean anything. Was your family, your family, were they musical, or is this just something that was in you?
Um, they were musical. I sang in church. My mom led the choir, but I was very shy, and so I actually didn't tell anybody that I was doing this. And so when nobody was home, I would sing and perform for like our animals.
Of course you
And
would.
yeah,
Did you have a hairbrush mic or did you have a real mic? Or
right. Yeah, no, and also my parents wouldn't have approved because they are very anti kind of music. Like I said, they're very, very Christian,
Sure.
traditional Christian. And so I didn't want to get in trouble and kind of lose this thing that I was creating. And so I hid that. And fun story, the first CD that I ever had, I actually found on the side of the road. And it was Maroon 5 Songs About Jane CD.
Nice. That's a
And
good
so,
one to find.
yes, it was like gold. It was like finding gold. And so when nobody was home, I would listen to the songs and I would learn them and practice them. And I still know all those songs like by heart, and I still love them. But yeah, that was kind of like the introduction to me really realizing that I just loved to sing and I loved to perform, and I just really wanted to dive into that.
So tell me about the first time where you're able to break free from those walls, that restriction of not being able to perform.
Hmm.
When you actually were able to sing what you created or sing something that was outside of that norm, what was that like for you? Was it like a bird coming out of a cage? Did you feel completely free, or was it scary, or all of the above?
Oh, it was terrifying, and it still is scary. I'm actually fairly new to the music industry in terms of finally committing to being an artist because it's terrifying and it's very vulnerable sharing your words and yourself to the world and to people, and you don't want to be rejected. So it took me until 2 years ago, I feel like, to really commit. And it was one of my mentors who really kind of has been pushing me for the last few years. And she sings with the girl group SWV. And she's been
Love that group.
right. Me too. But she's
Amazing.
been mentoring me, and she's gotten me some really good opportunities. And it was one opportunity in particular. After this breakup, I like drove to California, had no idea what I was doing, just got in my car and drove. And she calls me and she's like, "What are you doing? Like, do you have a plan? Like, do you have like, are you doing music still?" And so I just was like, I don't know, like I'm just in San Diego, like it's nice here, I guess. And so she started pitching one of my songs, Liar, to MTV, and it got placed on MTV show Siesta Key. And so I drove all the way back to Nashville so I could be on TV. And that's when it kind of hit me. I was like, okay, like I need to commit. I need to either do this or I need to not. And so since then, I've been trying to put together a plan, a strategy.
What was 2020 like for you? Was it hard to continue your musical journey with everything shut down, or did it give you a good introspective songwriting kind of time when the whole world was shut down?
It was honestly a roller coaster. So there were some moments where I was like, I'm gonna do all of the writing and all of the creating, and then other moments where I just felt really hopeless and felt like I couldn't really focus on anything, and like felt like the world was ending, and
It felt like that, right?
yeah,
I would imagine as a sensitive, as a empath kind of creative that I sense you are, we take more of that on ourselves, and it impacts every nook and cranny. So did you come out of 2020 with a new commitment, a renewed commitment? Did you realize, hey, I can really do this? What's 2021 looking like for you?
So I actually took all of my songs down, except for Wade in the Water, to rebrand. And 2020 actually birthed my the change of my names, my rebranding. So Shawney is my name, but Rainne is a new addition. And so I just wanted to kind of represent rebirth, like this new energy, this new light that I feel like I found in 2020, which is kind of crazy because it was kind of a dark time. But I really took a lot of time to try to understand myself and try to understand like my past and my, my trauma, my pain, and try to like turn it into what I call light. So trying to take like the dark and understand it in a way to where I can move forwards. And so I feel like I was kind of reborn. And so the rain kind of symbolizes baptism.
I love that. All right. Tell us about your songs, your genre. How would you describe your music? And then tell us a little bit about your writing process, your collaboration process. Do you write all the songs by yourself? Do you write none? Do you collaborate with other people? What's that process like, and what kind of music?
Okay. Yeah. So I like to say I'm genreless. So that's probably like the new thing, the new trendy thing. But I just love music in general, and I think my writing style is kind of all over the place. So one day I might be more pop, one day I might be a little bit more bluesy. It just really depends on what I'm feeling in the moment. And when I first moved to Nashville and started writing, I really, really limited myself because I was trying to really learn and understand the structure of how to write a song and kind of fit into a pocket. And so it was really hard. And the songs I was writing were terrible. They were so bad. I was trying too hard. I was trying way too hard.
So it wasn't coming natural at that point. You were trying to force something that wasn't necessarily authentic to what you were trying to accomplish.
Exactly. Yeah. And songwriting is such a big part of the culture here. And so I felt a lot of pressure to, really do a good job. And so now I don't hold any kind of structure or expectation when I write. And so I usually like to start by myself, and I can only write if I'm feeling something. So I might go through a 3-month writer's block because I'm not really, everything is good and happy.
Well, you're not forcing it. Like
I'm not forcing it. Yeah, exactly.
And that's good though, because that means you're really in touch with the spirit of the writing. Because you don't want to force it. Then it sounds like it's all rhymey, and I get it. Anytime you're creative and you're like, I used to hate assignments in high school or college that I had to force myself to write something about something I had no desire to write about. It's similar when you're trying to force a song, I would assume.
It is. It's the exact same thing. And if you're not really, I'm somebody who's very like all or nothing in the terms of like if I'm not really interested in it, it's really hard to get a good result from me.
I get it. Well, you know what? Creatives' minds go all over the place. So
Yes,
if it's not
ping-pong
interesting, if it doesn't engage you, then
Mhm.
you've moved on to the other 700 million things that
Yeah,
give you attention. I totally understand. I'm not
exactly.
creative in the sense that you are, but I think all of us as creatives, we're sort of the same. It's this constant speck of 1,000 things, and we just have
Yeah,
to focus on the things that feed us.
exactly.
All right, so talk about what you're going to perform for us today.
Okay, so I'm actually going to perform a cappella
Wonderful.
because I have one of my songs is called Pray. I really love the lyrics, and sometimes I think when you incorporate like instruments or bands, those are kind of a different element in itself.
Very
And I
much so.
think for this song, the lyrics are really important to me, and so I
Well,
want
I
to
love
focus on
what's the name of the song? Prayer.
pray.
Pray, pray.
Mhm.
I don't know that I've ever had anybody sing a cappella on here,
Uh-huh.
but I love it. I think it's awesome. That is a true testament to somebody's faith in their musical
Well,
prowess. I think
I
that's awesome.
don't know if it's a good thing yet or not. I'm just like, I'm going to
It's
go with
going to be
it.
fantastic. All right, I'm going to take myself off.
Okay.
Everybody give it up for Shawney Rainne, and she's going to sing Parade.
Thank you so much. I'm going to grab some water really
Yes,
quickly.
you do you.
This song is called Pray. I actually wrote this song in my car. And
Nice.
like I said, I came from a very Christian upbringing, and this was the first moment I realized that I may have been losing my faith. It used to be so easy, like talking to a friend. I felt like you really knew me. I don't know where my faith went. I was laying down to sleep. I prayed my soul you'd keep. But lately I just don't have much to say. 'Cause I haven't prayed in so many days. My soul's been searching. I can't find my faith. And my heart is heavy. And it just ain't in me. Oh, I haven't prayed in so many days. I'm walking through the valley, and I'm walking all alone. I question if you are with me in the shadows of my soul. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Haven't seen your grace around, 'cause lately I just don't know the way. 'Cause I haven't prayed in so many days. My soul's been searching. I can't find my faith. My heart is heavy. And it just ain't in me. No, I haven't prayed in so many days. Teach me how to pray. Tell me what to say. Teach me how to pray. Tell me what to say. Teach me how to pray. Tell me what to say. No, I haven't prayed in so many days. My soul's been searching. I can't find my faith. My heart is heavy. And it just ain't in me. No, I haven't prayed in so many days.
Okay, listen, that is, there's a couple things I have to say. First of all, I take myself off. Now you know the truth. Just in case you're really bad, my face would not be able to hide it. That is the God's honest truth. Because I had it happen once and my face just told the whole story. So just in case.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous doing it a cappella because this is the first time I've ever done that, and so
Let me tell you about
welcome.
acapella. I'm preaching to the choir with you, but I want the audience to know Shawnee made that very easy, look seamless. You did. It was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
That is very difficult to do. If you have ever sang acapella, which now that you guys know, that means there's no musical instruments in the background. That is a difficult thing to do, and especially with the notes and the runs and the couple of things that you were doing, it's very hard. But you did a phenomenal job. That was
Thank you.
beautiful. You know what I loved about it too is that you there were a couple of parts where I feel like you referenced some like Amazing Grace kind of words. I just followed the song seamlessly, and it was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
So good. So when you sing that, what are you thinking? I always want to know with an artist. Do you sing it so much that it doesn't move you, or do you still get that little thing in your stomach and your heart where you're like, God, I'm singing something that means something to me?
This song, I think, will forever be very special to me because it was such a pivotal point in my life, with just like my faith, my spiritual journey, and just my self-awareness. And so when I sing this song, it honestly takes me back to the moment when I was in my car writing. And it reminds me of how I felt in that moment, which was very lost, very overwhelmed, and very just drained emotionally, just because I had been going through so much. And I didn't really know how to process what I was feeling. And so the melody, the words, all of it just like came out. And I was just like sitting in my car and I just started singing. And I was like, I have to write this down. It has to happen.
That's beautiful. I love when you get a gift like that. I'm a man of faith as well. So I love when you get one of those God things because there's really no other explanation for how that all comes out.
Yes.
That was absolutely beautiful. All right.
Thank
So
you.
lots of people want to know, and I want to know, what's the best way for us to find you, download your music, support Shawney Rainne, buy her stuff, not just download, which is nice, but buy her stuff. How can they find you?
Instagram, Shawney Rainne. So Shawney is EY and Rainne is 2 N's. I always have to let people know that because it's spelled a little differently. That's the best way. That's where I'm the most active. I'm going to be putting out new music in July and in August and in September.
Nice.
Yes, so I'm going to be very busy. And so I would love for you to follow me on the gram and support that journey. I took all of my songs down except for one because I want to rebrand. And so I still have Wade in the Water up if you guys want to check that out, but I'll be putting a lot more out soon.
I love it. All right. Shawney Rainne, you guys get behind her. 2020 was a crazy year for our artists. Now we're all trying to come back. We're through half of 2021. Don't just visit the website, download, stream, buy, look at merch if she has it, look at her dates if she's releasing anything. And Shawney, I would love for you to come back anytime you have a new single you want to let the world hear. I would absolutely love it. You have a great spirit, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Also, I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of fun, right? Yes. I got
a little boho in me. I don't know.
I love it.
All right. Thank you, Shawney. You were awesome. Guys, I can't tell you how difficult it can be to sing a cappella and to get that emotion across. So you did a phenomenal job. Go to ShawneyRainne.com or find her on Instagram.
Thank
you guys, please, somebody just said links in the chat, please. Shawney and I will both do that, Daniel. So thank you so much. You guys have a good day.